Good morning, guys. Pat here, and let's see. Today we're going back to abs. It's been a while since we've hit our abs, and it is summertime, so let's focus on our core for a little while. This actual move, you're going to require a mat or a soft surface because you're going to start in a plank, and then we're going to go into a down dog with a knee pull, and then we're going to cross underneath so we get those transverse abdominis as well. I will show you a level 1 and a level 2, and then I will show you an advanced movement that you can do also. So let's go ahead and get started. Pardon my wacky clothes. I'm teaching hip hop hustle today, and I've actually missed my students. So hopefully I get to see some familiar faces this morning since I'm just getting back from Vegas, right? Still trying to catch up on my sleep, I swear. Tomorrow, promise, I'm sleeping in. So should probably record the move of the day for tomorrow. Yeah, probably so. All right, anyway, I'm going to scoot back and let's get busy. All right, got my wacky leopard pants on today. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll yourself out into a plank, and you can modify this plank on your knees depending upon your upper body strength, or you can go straight out. I'm going to show you the straight out version first, which would be your level 2, and then I'll modify it and show you your level 1. So we're going to first start in our plank. You want your hands directly underneath your shoulders, and feet are back, hip distance apart, and you're up on the balls of those feet, not your toes, but on the balls, and push back through those heels. Okay? So your first move here is I want you to push into a down dog. All that means is you're trying to push your heels into the mat. Your head is between your arms. Your hips are up nice and tall. And I want you to lift that right leg. We're going to work that right side first. Now I want you to flatten out that foot, press through the heel. Okay, and our first move is going to come down, back into that plank, and pull that knee to that, right outside that arm, that forearm, and right back up. And then you're going to come underneath, and that elbow's going to go to the other side. Elbow, your knee. Push back into that down dog, to the outside. Make sure you have a flat back here. Push back up, and cross underneath. All right, so the way you're going to count this, okay, to the outside, back up, and underneath, that's 1. So each 2 movements counts as 1 repetition. And that's 2. Good. So what you're going to do, you're going to do 10 on each side, meaning it's going to be 20 movements on that one side. When you get ready to do your stretching, I want you to stretch before going into that other side because your wrists, okay, are supporting a lot of that weight. And I want you to be able to relax that before you go into the other side. So say you're in this position and you just finished your 10th one. I want you to lower that foot down, come back into that plank, set those knees down, and then set it back. Now right here, I want you to pick up those fingertips, and I want you to push those wrists into the mat and roll them back and forth, almost like you're waving, and then lay those hands flat down, pick up those wrists, keep the fingertips down, and stretch out the top part of that wrist. Okay? And then relax it down. If you're tight through the shoulders, I want you to take one hand, walk it underneath that other side, and slightly lean into that shoulder that's reaching. Okay? And of course you would hold this for about 2 to 3 breaths, take it back, and into that other side. And then bring it back home, up into that tabletop position, and you're ready to go into that other side. So up, into your down dog, starting into that plank first. Left leg comes up, flex that foot, push through the heel, and you're going to come to the outside, lowering those hips into that plank position, and underneath. That is 1. I'll do 3 just so that you get full range of motion, and you get a good idea of what the move looks like and the timing between each rep. That's 2. Going into that 3rd one, and underneath. Good. That's 3. We'll act like that's 10. Lower that foot down, back into your plank, set the knees down, and set it back. Good. So, right there, okay, you're going to have 10 on each side. You're taking a break in between, all right? And I want you to do it 3 times. So, you're actually going to get stretching, okay, 6 times. Because if you think about it, you're getting a stretch after you do each side to relax those wrists, all right? Now, your modification, of course, is going to be a modified plank. So what I need you to make sure that you do here, okay, is you're up into that tabletop position, okay, right? And we're on the meaty part of our knees, not our kneecaps. And I want you to drop those hips so that you get that straight back from your shoulder to your hip down to your knee. Now, in this position, you're not going to be taking that foot straight behind you because it's going to put too much pressure on that opposite knee, all right? So slightly lift that knee up off the floor. You're going to come outside, bring it right back into position, okay, and outside. Now, in this modified position, you're not going to be able to get underneath. There's not enough room between your core and the mat, okay? So in order to get that underneath position, if you're doing modified, I want you to hang out right here. Lower those hips. I want you to just work the outside for 10. Okay? And then I want you to come to a tabletop, meaning you have a flat back right here. And this other knee, this is where you're going to go with the underneath part, okay? So up, then you push away. Under, push away. Under, push away. So actually what you're going to be doing, you're going to do 10 on the outside with that incline, if you will, with the flat back, okay? Then I want you to push it up into that tabletop, remember, which is right here on all fours. And then this leg comes back, okay? Because now you've got the support of that entire leg underneath you. So this foot, push through the heel. You're going to reach underneath, aiming for that elbow, okay? You may not get all the way to it, which is fine. But I want you to not curl your back. So notice how my back is staying straight, not this. Okay, we're not dropping our chest, keeping our chest lifted. And going straight through. All right, set it down. Go into your stretch. You're going to do the same stretch as if you were doing level 2. And then you're going to go into that other side. So you're still getting 20 movements because you're doing 10 to the outside and then 10 underneath. So that is your modification. Your advanced movement with this, say you complete those sets, or you can interchange this next move along with those. All right, so what you're doing is you're in a tabletop position again. Walk those feet out into your plank. Right here, you're going to come into that down dog again. Right leg comes up, that's the side we're working first. This time the leg is not going to bend, you're going to keep it straight. You're going to lower, straight out to the side, right back up. You're going to feel that on that outer thigh. Out and back up. And all you're going to do here is 10 to 12 repetitions because you're going to be tired. Lower that foot down, still in that down dog plank, set the knees down and set it back. So what you're doing is you can interchange that move. So say you do the knees first, take your rest, and then do the straight leg and finish up with the knees. Okay, so I don't want you to do 4 sets. I want you to do 3 sets, but if you want to do that advanced movement, then work it in there. Either do it first, do it second, or do it on that third. Your modification for that move, same thing, okay? Except you're in that tabletop position. Okay, we're not coming into the modified plank for this one because again, you're going to be on one leg and that's going to put too much pressure on that knee. So you're in your tabletop position. I want you to take that leg straight out, press through the heel, and then as you come forward, and then back. So it's straight out to the side and back. That foot is going to be very close to the floor, out and back. What I want you to make sure of is that you're not dipping this shoulder towards that foot. So I don't want to see this. I want you to keep that upper body as steady as possible, reaching that toe towards the front of the room, and then back. And again, if you're doing the modified position, you're going to do 10, take your break, and do 10 on the other side, and mix it in with your knees. Okay? That's it. So we're working abs today, And also if you want that added movement, that advanced movement, then you're going to be working that outer thigh and that glute area, because that's exactly where you're going to feel it when you reach it straight out to the side. When you're bringing that knee in a bent position out to the side, then you're really contracting those obliques, and when you go underneath, you're hitting the transverse abdominis, which connects upper part of this oblique to the lower part on the other side. All right? So that is it. That's your move for today. Come on, guys, I need you to post. I know I'm getting on my soapbox here, but you're not posting. The ones that are posting, you're kind of doing it, I don't know, 2 to 3 times a week, okay? The accountability portion of this is the reason for the challenge group, so that people can see that other people are doing their moves and they're posting, and that's actually going to motivate others to do their move, okay? So please, even if you're 2 seconds, okay, if you're logging in and you're seeing the move of the day, then as soon as you finish, post, hey, I did it. I did level 1, then I did advanced movement, and then I went to level 2. Whatever it is that you're doing, so that I know that you're challenging yourself. Otherwise, I'm thinking that you're just picking the easiest level and going with it if you're doing it at all, okay? Also keep in mind, remember what I talked about yesterday? The next challenge group that's coming up starts the second week of July, and it's going to carry you through the middle of August, so right before school starts back up. So my school teachers out there, you know how hectic life is going to get when school starts back up, and you're going to want to push through the end part of your summer with a move of the day, so that you don't regress, you progress. All right, progress, made up my own word. It's a patism, okay? So please don't be scared that it's a show on TV program, okay? Because everything is modifiable. You're still going to get videos from me on how to modify particular moves, because I'm going to be doing the workout with you. So if we're doing something and I realize that they haven't shown a modification for something, or maybe not a level 1 modification, because you can take the jump out of anything, especially if you have bad knees. And so I'm going to show you those modifications as I'm doing the videos with you, okay? Any questions? Message me, okay? I'm here for you. And then also, don't forget, if you're in my challenge groups, we just came out with that new flavor, vanilla, and you're going to get a free sample from me, okay? So don't worry about it. I'm going to send that out to you, because I know that if you're dedicated to your shakes and you're still drinking them, then I want you to be able to taste the new one without having to change your flavor over and then get a full 30-day supply of it and taste it and go, I don't really like this. So I want you to be able to taste it on your own first, free of charge, and then decide whether or not you want to alternate your flavors, or if you want to just get, you know, all vanilla or all chocolate or whatever it is that you're drinking. So many of you on here are drinking different flavors that I can't keep it all straight. I do have it written down, so I do know what you're used to and what you're drinking currently. So I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Move of the day. Do your shake. Don't do this shake as a snack. You better be replacing a meal with it, because that's the only way you're going to start to see inches lost and weight lost, okay? And I gotta crawl over here now again and shut this off. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Don't look. It's not shutting off. It's not shutting off because I had a reminder. Good Lord.